Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah al-Amin. Inshallah, in this video, we're going to complete our second task, which is about the document. In the previous session, we stopped in step 8. Now we need to move to the step 9. It is almost the last step in this question paper. They ask you to locate the table in the documents, format the table so that the table width is set to 13 centimeters. You need always to highlight those main points, 13 centimeters for the width. Then all the rows are set to 1 centimeter high. All the rows set to 1 centimeter high. This is the second point. The data is center aligned vertically in each row. And the last point, the table is center within the page margins. So they need also the table to be center to the page margins type. How to do that? Just let's get started. First of all, we need to open our documents. We stopped in the previous video in the step of working with an image. Now an image is over, we'll move to the next step, which is about the table. Yes, this is a table. What we need to do with a table, there are many things to be done. We're going to take them one by one. The first thing they ask you to change the width of the table to 13 centimeters. So how to do that? To work with the table width, there are also some ways, but the best way is just by clicking on the table, then press right click and go to the table properties. In the table properties, you can find preferred width. I need just to click here and change this to 13 centimeters. Yes, it is 13 centimeters. And at the same time, I need also to go to the row and change that to the 1 centimeter. This is the row. Just also, you need to make this 1 centimeter. So here, exactly, yes, exactly 1 centimeter. The data is center. First of all, we need to apply this. We'll see what it happened. Yes, now see, as you can see here, after I apply those steps, this is the new table. I add the width and the height. Then they ask you the data is center aligned. See, to do that, I need just to go to the table layout. The table layout I have, this is called just alignment center. This is called center text horizontally and vertical. I need to click here just to center all of them. Then I need also the table to be center to the page. The other thing I need everything to be centered. This is just about the cell merging. It's just like need to be to the center. How to do that? It's easy. Just like we can do this direct from the home tab. Press center. This is now the table. It's become at the center of the page. Next. This is about the spelling checks. If there is anything, make sure that the list and the table are not split over the column or rows. There are no widow or orphan. There are no black pages or blank pages. Sorry, the original style are maintained. Then all styles are applied consistently. Space in the consistency between all the items that you need to save the document. So first of all, we need to work with the widows and orphan checking. First, we need to check also the spelling. To check the spelling, all I need to do, I need just to go to the review. In the review, I have a spelling and grammar. Click on the spelling and the grammar. If there is any spelling need to be checked, you need to click on it. I think the spelling is okay. You can just avoid or ignore the grammar. No need to make any change for the grammar. So now grammar and spelling. That is all. That's all we need to do. So just like the very important part, which is about the spelling, everything is checked now. The document is ready. Now they said the list and the table are not split. So widows and orphan. How to work with the widows and orphan? First of all, let me explain what do we mean by widow and orphan. Actually, the widow means like if we have a paragraph, the widow means that only a single line of the paragraph will be separate in another page. That means I will be having the first line of the paragraph in one page and the rest of the lines in another page. The orphan is different, like all all the lines on the paragraph will be in one page, and the last line in the paragraph will be in another page. This is not acceptable when it comes to the IGCSE. So you need to make sure, for example, like this paragraph, this line should not be in a separate page and the rest in the another. Just to do the checking for that, all you need to do, you need first to select all by pressing Control A, select your entire document, go to the Home tab, then click on the paragraph setup, go to line and page breaks. You need to select widow orphan controls. You need to click on widow orphan controls, keep with text, keep lines together, page breaks before. This is the another things. Uh, uh, just like the very important one for us is just like widows and orphan control. Also, you can just keep lines together. This is also, you can select it. It is optional as you wish. You can select it or not. Then you press OK. So if there is any widow or orphan will be removed. This is now our documents is ready. Everything looks good. You need just to check your documents before you go to the printout. The last step, they ask you just to save the documents using the same file name and format using in steps 1, then print the document. This is the last step. How to do that? To print the document, then go to the file, then print. This is the print preview. I need to just check. I think everything is cool. Now I need to change the format. Just like if there is anything, you can just work with the format. Now I need to print using a PDF printer, and I need to go to my work area. Just give a name. This is just like printout underscore document. So now I need to save the print. This is the last step that we have. Now I need to go to my work area. This is the work area, and this is my print document. So we can just open it to see how the documents looks. I think everything looks fine. This is just like the final work. That should be exactly like this. Everything, it's just like looks good. This is the end of the task 2, which is about the documents. Inshallah, in the next video, we'll start the task 3, which is about the database. So up to that time, I hope this has been informative for you. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.